Last point, guys. This is extremely important. And I want everyone to listen. Why is it that outside the month of Ramadan, I don't have the same energy? I don't have the same zeal. Because remember guys, the month of Ramadan is not just a one-hit wonder. I only do whatever I have to do in the month of Ramadan, and then after the month of Ramadan, we hang up our boots and we retired. No guys. The way I look at the month of Ramadan, like a boot camp. Right? What happens when you go to a boot camp? You train. And then after that, you're what? Sorted for life, right? Or I might look at the month of Ramadan as someone who is starting this new workplace. He has to do training for 2 weeks, and they're paying you for it as well. Are they paying you for 2 weeks just so you can leave the job? I know some of you guys do that. Some of you guys just go for the training, you slouch around, take the money and assalamu alaikum, next job, training. Doesn't want to work. But they're paying you so that you could get the job done. That you hit the ground running after. Ramadan's like that. It's a boot camp. It's meant to what? Introduce new habits into your life and to remove bad ones. Right? There are two kinds of people in the month of Ramadan. The first kind, my brothers and my sisters, who use the month of Ramadan as a stepping stone. A sister might start wearing hijab. She was not a hijabi prior to that. And then you begin to look at her as a Ramadan Muslim. Look at her, she only wears the hijab in the month of Ramadan. That's how you start looking at people, right? Or a brother who started practicing, started coming into the masjid in the month of Ramadan. You can, look at him, he only comes, He only comes month of Ramadan. Where is he for the rest of the year? And then backbiting him at Taraweeh time. This person's situation is excellent. Like I said, month of Ramadan is a stepping stone. The scene has been set for you now to become a better person. And then you have another type of individual, guys. Right? Who says, you know what? I'm going to stay away from my boyfriend. I'm going to cut him off. But then, and likewise girlfriend, the opposite. Equal rights, guys. They stay away from haram throughout the whole month. And then, brothers, this is very important, and sisters. And we see it year in, year out. Last 10 nights are the greatest nights of the year, greatest nights of the year. What are we doing in the last 10 nights? We are planning the filth and the evil that we want to engage in on the day of Eid. We're booking out the hotels in these last 10 nights. We are renting our cars, right? We are getting ready the parties for the day of Eid. Sahih? Which girl I'm going to meet, and vice versa. Planning it out when? In the last 10 nights of Ramadan. And then come the day of Eid. Just ask Lady Pool Road. The night before that. As soon, guys, as the sun sets on the 30th night, wallahi, as if you can see the shayateen have been unleashed. With the way people start behaving. Wallahi al-azim, brothers and sisters, that's so heartbreaking. And then you're asking yourself, why did my iman go down? Why don't I feel the same? Right? That's Eid night. And then you got what? On your way to the salah. Some of our sisters, please don't take it the wrong way, but it is as if we are dressing up on our way to a fancy dress show or a fancy dress party, dressing to impress. Some of us might not dress like that inside of the house to the husband. Who are we trying to impress? On our way there, layers after layers after layers, she becomes a different person. BB cream this and powder that. She's become a completely different person. For who? And we're dressing in so many, Allah yastur this, on the day of Eid, guys. Which should be the day when we are what? Being thankful to Allah Azza wa Jal. that He allowed us now to celebrate our hard work. But what? We throw it back in His face. Ka'b ibn Malik said, "Man sama Ramadan wa huwa yuhaddithu nafsahu annahu idha kharaja minhu, right? Asa Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fasiyamuhu alayhi mardud." Whoever fasts the month of Ramadan and he's telling himself, once Ramadan finishes, I'm going to disobey Allah, the fasting will be thrown in his face. Wallahi, brothers and sisters, every single Eid, I hear about someone who died with alcohol in his mouth. Every Eid, either alcohol in his mouth, or he's jumping up and down in the party, right? Or he's up to no good, blasting music inside of his car. Every single Eid. Every Eid, guys. You're telling yourself, Wallahi, I just had Ramadan. I did so well, let me go and enjoy myself. Every Eid, guys, I hear about it. Please, brothers and sisters, don't become someone who are mentioning in a lecture, so-and-so happened to him, right? Because of him not controlling himself on the day of Eid. Don't become an ibrah for the people, a lesson. Don't. Right? Your iman just goes crashing down into the ground, and that is because of the sins that we carried out on the day of Eid. That day of Eid, guys, it could either make or break your Ramadan, right? And I'm sure a lot of us have felt that in the past. It wouldn't make sense to me why we all feel like that. Many years ago we would have these conversations. Why? So different, right? Because on the day of Eid, like, we're trying to enjoy ourselves. Allah didn't say you can't, right? You can go into the restaurant, go enjoy yourself, get together, but it's the haram that you're not allowed, which then ends up destroying you spiritually, guys. Right? I'm really hoping that it change your perspective, inshallah ta'ala. Please, brothers and sisters, let's not walk out of this room. Oh, it was just a lecture, I felt great, now let me just go and do whatever. This was a very practical lecture that I just gave. The video is going to be available. Please, guys, go and implement it, write it down, and make a change from today. To quickly recap, we talked about getting that paper and writing down the sins, and then what's causing me to fall into these sins. We also mentioned getting that paper and writing down some of the things that I want to implement from now. Having that schedule, and the schedule really helps, right? May Allah Azza wa Jalla bless you all. If Allah does not reunite us in this dunya, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reunite us in the hereafter, in the highest part of Al-Jannah. May Allah Azza wa Jalla bless you all. جزاكم الله خيرا وأحسن الله إليكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.